with the bill.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about Gunstringer a little bit, because I didn't get to go to South by Southwest and a couple of other places, and people were like Cliffy B and a lot of people were talking about Gunstringer and how awesome it is. And so for the kids at home, could you give us a brief explanation of what Gunstringer is?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really the first Kinect game built for people that are maybe more interested in core types of games. It's the first shooter. It's the first Kinect game where you play a character rather than some version of yourself, you know, exercising or dancing or whatever. There's the Gunstringer character, and you play through his story. And it's the first game you can play sitting down with Kinect. So it's basically a puppet show. So with your left hand, you're controlling his strings. So you can pull him left and right and yank his strings up to make him jump. And your right hand controls a cursor, which is like Panzer Dragoon or Rez. Like you paint a bunch of targets, and then when you're ready, you just snap your wrist up to your shoulder, like as if you're recoiling a gun, and he just blows them all away. So it's really simple to play, but surprisingly very satisfying. So we had the idea for doing a puppet game for a while. Weren't really sure like what form that would take, but just the idea of doing one was something we thought was cool. And then Kinect came out and we're like, well, that's a perfect marriage of like hardware and concept. So that's kind of where it started.
You kind of touched on an important point with Gunstringer is a game that you can actually play sitting down. And I've noticed with a couple of other Kinect games as well that you could feasibly play them sitting down, which is really good news for disabled gamers or gamers that are confined to wheelchairs. Now, do you think in the future that we're going to see more Kinect games that are maybe targeted towards, you know, not only able gamers but disabled gamers as well?
I hope so. I think you know, there's certainly Kinect games that require certain aspects. I mean, it's a motion-controlled game, so it's going to require tracking of some motion of some body parts. Right. But you know, there's like Fruit Ninja we were talking about a little while ago is a great example of a game that you can use your feet, but you don't have to. So there's a lot of great ways to make some gameplay that, you know, optionally lets you play however you want to play.
And when is the Gunstringer set to come out?
So the big announcement actually here at E3 is that Gunstringer is a retail game. It was originally announced as an Xbox Live Arcade, and we were originally shooting for release earlier in the spring, like March, April timeframe. But if people noticed we were a little kind of you know, hesitant to talk about release date, is because we knew we were starting to go down that retail path. And yeah, so now we're shooting for September. It'll be on shelves.
That's pretty exciting. This is like your first retail game, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, we're really excited about it.